I don't know why they would post that. I hurt my hand. I didn't break it.
So how you been? First of all, you're looking in great shape.
Thank you, man.
I like your shorts, Ryan.
We here.
Cut and chisel.
Cut and chisel. Shorts are looking good. Training's gonna be good.
Cut and chisel. Uh-oh.
Today we're here strengthening, conditioning, fine-tuning for the last stretch. Make sure that the body feels right and that we are strong. Keep that pace, keep that pace.
30 seconds. That's 30 seconds.
Attaboy. Perfect.
Ryan Garcia's preparations for Conor Benn have reached another level as the WBC champion sharpens every aspect of his game. His latest workout offers a look at the focus and intensity, fueling one of boxing's biggest upcoming fights. Garcia dismisses the need to showcase every aspect of his preparation, insisting his performances, rather than social media, are what define him. His focus remains on arriving fully prepared on fight night and proving his point inside the ring.
There's no point of showing your training. I mean, isn't that the whole point of keeping your skills hidden and everything hidden? I mean, I don't have to validate myself. I don't have to prove to me I can hit fast. Do I always got to post videos where I'm fast, I'm sharp, I'm strong? No, bro, I'm already a world champion. For me, I show up on fight night and I beat the out of the guy.
Ryan Garcia is unwavering in his confidence ahead of the matchup, insisting he knows exactly what he'll produce once the opening bell rings. He believes his own ability is more than enough to overcome Benn, leaving little room for doubt about the result in his mind.
Where's the remote? Yeah, 1 round's all I need to see, guys. I'm sorry to tell you guys. 1 round's all I gotta see, and again, you guys can have your own opinions and what people are, people are gonna say a lot. I know what I'm gonna do, man. And me at my best, 80% will beat this man. And I'm just telling the truth, guys. If you guys think otherwise, you could gladly bet on him. Put your money on him. If you really think he'll beat me, guys, please bet on him.
Ryan Garcia enters the fight with supreme confidence, making it clear he expects to impose his will from the opening bell. He believes the matchup unfolds on his terms and leaves little doubt about how he expects it to end.
Out of there, 5 and below, I'm gonna still finish the job and play around with him and beat the shit out of him.
Ryan Garcia expects the momentum to shift decisively in his favor as the fight develops. He believes Benn will struggle to maintain the same level of effectiveness over the later rounds, allowing him to seize control.
It's gonna be real ugly for you. You're gonna hope it ends in 5 and below like I'm predicting. You're gonna hope, because if it goes any longer and you get tired like you did Rodriguez and you start getting sloppy, I'm not no Regis, brother. I'm gonna spank you, and it's gonna be like I took off a belt, I put water on it, and I slap you in the face with it. Like, it's gonna... Ow!
Backing that confidence, Henry Garcia believes his son is entering the fight completely locked in, both mentally and physically. He argues that a fully committed Garcia is capable of overwhelming any opponent, reinforcing his belief that the contest won't last long.
Ryan, WBC champion, what does he need to do to beat Conor Benn? I mean, Ryan said knockout in 5. Do you think that's gonna happen?
Very much possible, obviously, because like I've always told people, 100% mind, body, and soul. There's no one that can really challenge Ryan. And I feel that 5 or under, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Backing his brother's prediction, Sean Garcia expects Ryan to deliver an emphatic victory against Benn. He shares Ryan's belief that the fight won't require the full distance, expressing complete confidence in his brother's ability to finish the job early.
And I'm more excited, for my brother to knock out Conor. So
Ryan said 5 rounds, your prediction?
5 rounds, I believe whatever my brother says.
Offering a broader perspective, Eddie Hearn views Garcia versus Benn as an exciting matchup that benefits everyone involved. While he acknowledges Benn's toughness and willingness to take on the challenge, he still leans toward Garcia because of his proven pedigree at the highest level. Even so, Hearn expects Benn's aggressive style to ensure the fight remains entertaining throughout.
Eddie, what are your thoughts on Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn being officially announced yesterday?
Good fight, yeah. I mean, obviously I'm a bit biased because I was over the moon that Dazn had got the fight, and yeah, I thought it was brilliant that Oscar De La Hoya is promoting the fight with Dana White. I think it's funny. Great to see the WBC title on the line. Good fight. Two exciting young fighters. I think it's a tough fight for Conor at 147. I think Ryan's a proven world-class fighter, but it'll definitely be a fun fight.
Who would you favor in that fight?
Ryan Garcia, because again, I don't think Conor should be fighting at 147 anymore. But Conor's dangerous. He's got plenty of heart, and it'll be a good fight.
Looking at the stylistic battle, Showbiz expects Benn's relentless pressure to force Garcia into uncomfortable exchanges from the opening bell. He believes Garcia's reach and footwork can create countering opportunities, but maintaining composure under sustained pressure will be the real challenge. For Showbiz, how Garcia responds once Benn closes the distance could ultimately shape the fight.
Benn is going to be on him like flies on shit. That's just his style. He's a pressure style. He's going to be all over Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia just using his reach, using his feet, trying to step back is going to be good for a counter. But those moments when things get real dangerous, he's going to have to use his Ryan roll. And with James Toney tutelage, maybe he can learn how to be offensive and counter out of it.
Showbiz views Garcia's decision to work with James Toney as a significant move ahead of the fight. He believes Toney can help Garcia develop a more complete defensive style by turning his defensive movements into effective counterattacks. For Showbiz, that partnership could become an important factor if those adjustments take hold in time.
And listen, I see you trying to work that Philly shell. We call it the Ryan roll, the silly shell, whatever you want to call it. I said, if you can reach out to Floyd Mayweather or God, James Toney, it would do you a huge benefit. It behooves you to reach out to one of them. James Toney, I think, is the best to do it. And James Toney visited Ryan Garcia. Hopefully this is not a one-time thing. Hopefully he's working with, knowing that Ryan Garcia is doing his best, trying to do, knowing that, he's not really perfecting it well, but he is being defensive with it. James lights out Toney. Hopefully he's giving him some cues here how to be offensive out of it, because like I said, when he's doing the Ryan roll or the silly shell, he has no offense. He's really just covering up. Some people say he's turning his back and all those things. You saw Devin Haney like, damn, I'm just going to punch him in the spinal column. Hit the Tyson bell. So James Toney.
Even so, Teofimo Lopez refuses to dismiss Benn's chances. He points to Benn's relentless determination and the way he responds to adversity as reasons the underdog remains a legitimate threat. For Lopez, that mindset could make this matchup far more competitive than many expect.
He's hungry, he's in there, he's in the gym every day, he's speaking Spanish to the man, and he's not even Spanish. So, he's not Hispanic. So I think those things show the determination and what it means to Conor Benn. When he didn't look so great against Ubik the first time, he came back with vengeance the second time. So definitely Conor Benn is no pushover, man. I said it before, I think Conor Benn might pull the upset.
On the other hand, Teofimo Lopez sees flaws in Benn's current approach, believing certain habits could be exploited by Garcia's speed and timing. Despite those concerns, he still hopes Benn comes through with the victory. For Lopez, the matchup remains intriguing because Benn's determination could outweigh the technical questions.
I would critique a little bit is the way that they're training for the Ryan Garcia fight. It's too enclosed. It's too enclosed.
You mean in terms of distance, the range he's throwing his punches at, his head kind of forward,
that's all in. That's all for food for Ryan to capitalize and punch on. So, and Ryan would definitely try to hit those tempo shots. But I'm rooting for Conor Benn, man, and
You're rooting for him?
Yeah, I'm rooting
over Ryan?
Over Ryan, yeah.
Why is that?
Because then I could go back in the UK.
Oh, okay. That's it.
And possibly have a potential fight.
Wouldn't Ryan be the bigger fight, though? Bigger unification?
Max Kellerman believes Garcia performs best when he has a meaningful challenge driving him forward. He suggests Garcia thrives with a clear target or high-stakes objective, rather than relying solely on self-motivation. For Kellerman, that added sense of purpose could bring out a sharper and more focused version of Garcia.
Up a lot, but there are very few Kobe Bryants in the world who are internally motivated. He was internally motivated. Tim did not need a deadline to make sacrifices for the future, right?
For money, right.
But there are not many people, even athletes, like that. Most of us require some kind of external deadline to get out of bed and do what we gotta do, right? And Ryan appears to be like most of us. He needs some kind of thing to motivate him.
I was like that, man.
And were you like that?
Taking that argument further, Max Kellerman argues Garcia's natural athletic ability sets him apart from most fighters, with his hand speed standing out as a rare asset. He suggests extraordinary talent can sometimes shape a fighter's development differently from those who must rely primarily on relentless work ethic. Even with that debate, Kellerman maintains Garcia's physical gifts are among the best in boxing.
Ryan has the curse of the gifted. He's very gifted, and so he does not need to work as hard as other people.
He gotta work hard.
But what I'm saying is, no. What I'm saying is, when you get the guy who's the most talented and he works the hardest, you're talking about Michael Jordan. There are very few of those guys. You're talking about Floyd Mayweather.
No.
You're talking about Bud Crawford.
Why do
You're
y'all
talking
put the
about the
talent?
best of the best.
Can you help me out with this?
Right.
Ryan is talented. Wait,
that's it.
He puts Ryan's talent like it's like elite talent. Am I tripping? It's not.
Physical. No, wait.
It's not.
Wait a minute.
Left hook is special.
That's it. We were talking about talent.
Let's define talent. Talent.
The speed is next level.
Tim, I'd like you to check.
Looking at the matchup differently, Chris Algieri favors Garcia because of his ability to change a fight with a single opening. He believes Benn's aggressive style and defensive vulnerabilities could create the opportunities Garcia needs to land his most dangerous shots. For Algieri, that advantage gives Garcia the edge in a fight where momentum can shift instantly.
The one thing Ryan always has that left hook. He couldn't land it on Rolly, but Ben is nowhere near. He's not a defensive guy. He doesn't have amateur pedigree to speak about. And whether it doesn't necessarily mean like, I always say, one punch can change a fight, and that doesn't mean you get knocked out, but you get hurt and you get stunned. Kind of like Ryan when he got stunned by Rollies. That one punch changed that entire fight. So Ryan does have that, and Ben has just not shown to have that same power at 147 anymore. So I don't know. Yeah, I certainly favor Ryan.
Building on that point, Chris Algieri argues Ben has yet to prove himself against opponents at Garcia's level. He believes Garcia's athleticism, experience, and speed create advantages that become increasingly difficult to overlook when comparing the two. Although he respects Ben's durability, Algieri expects Garcia's explosiveness to be the difference on fight night.
Ben hasn't beat anyone under the age of 35 to speak of. Ryan's in his prime. That's a big caveat of this, is Ryan is young and fresh and fast and hits hard. He's taller, he's longer, he's faster, he hits harder.
Yeah.
He's got more experience. You name it. The more you talk about it, the more you talk it out, the more this fight becomes a one-sided fight.
You could see a spectacular knockout. You can see Ben.
Ben has a good chin, though. I will say that, because in the Eubank fight, fighting at 160, the first fight with Eubank, he got hit with some big shots, even when he was really tired late in the fight, and he got hurt a few times, but he didn't go down, he didn't get knocked out. So he does have a chin, even from those from Eubank, who was weight trained.
The speed, though. The speed edge.
Big difference.
The speed edge is crazy.
Big difference.
Ryan's gonna catch him. And
Shifting the focus away from pure technique, Tony Bellew sees the mental battle as one area where Ben could hold an edge. In his view, the adversity Ben has faced has built an exceptional level of resilience that few fighters possess. Bellew believes that toughness could become a significant factor once the pressure starts to build.
Because I think Ryan Garcia is I don't want to say mentally vulnerable, but I think you can get to him.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean but like, I think he is mentally the weaker of the two. Like, I'll tell you now, Conor Benn mentally is bulletproof. With what that boy's been through, and I know what he's been through, and I know where he's been in some really tough spots. He really, really has, that lad. And I just think mentally he's bulletproof. Like, you're not getting to Conor Benn mentally.
Even so, Tony Bellew still gives Garcia the edge based on overall talent, but he cautions against treating the outcome as a foregone conclusion. He argues Ben's engine, discipline, and ability to execute over 12 rounds give him a realistic path to changing the fight. For Bellew, Garcia's unpredictability is what makes this contest far more compelling than it appears on paper.
Surprised me.
The big thing what everyone forgets here is, and if both of these fighters are at their best, then Ryan Garcia is a clear favourite. that.
Yeah.
But there's another side to that coin. You flip that coin up.
You don't know what side you're getting with Ryan. He's either
Exactly. If the Ryan Garcia that got in with Rolly Romero gets in, Conor Benn could knock him out.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone thinks. Conor Benn has a big. He has a bit more than a puncher's chance because there's every bit that Conor is really fit, and Conor can go at a pace in round 1 and maintain it right through to round 12.
Yeah.
And he's also shown in his last few fights that he can stick to a game plan.
Duke McKenzie remains unconvinced that Ben has what it takes to overcome Garcia. He believes the combination of the weight cut and Garcia's continued development leaves Ben with a difficult task, making the champion's overall experience and progression a significant advantage.
I don't know how he beats Ryan Garcia. I mean, listen, there's the lucky punch, of course there is, but Conor has not boxed at 147 for 4 years. And when you're trying to make weight and you have to drag to make weight, takes away your A game. Even his A game, I'm not so sure would beat Ryan Garcia, because Garcia is a much improved champion now. Since getting that belt wrapped around his waist, I think he's a much improved champion. He's mixed at higher level. All right, he hasn't won all of his fights, Garcia, but he's beaten some quality fighters that are much better than Conor Benn. I mean, Conor's done a great job in terms of A, getting paid, and B, talking himself into a world title fight. I don't know who does that. I don't know who's done that before.
Adding to that, Spencer Oliver argues that returning to 147 could leave Ben at a physical disadvantage before the opening bell. He believes recent performances have raised legitimate questions about how much the weight cut affects Ben's strength and overall effectiveness. For Oliver, that issue could prove decisive against an opponent of Garcia's caliber.
Because the opportunity was there at 147. He was made WBC #1 and he was mandatory there, even though he hadn't made the weight, as Duke said, for 4 years, which was absolutely absurd. But the opportunity was there, the big payday is there, and in Conor Benn's head, he'll be saying, yeah, I can still make 147, but I'm with Duke. The reality is, he made 150 against Regis Prograis. The punch power had clearly left him down at 150 to what it was against Chris Eubank at 160. And you know, I think dropping that last 3 pounds, as you guys know, making weight and how difficult that is, that last 3 pounds to the normal guy is like losing 3 stone. And it will take a lot out of him.
The
reality is, I think we saw against Regis Prograis, 147 is going to be difficult for Conor Benn.
Taking that concern further, Spencer Oliver questions whether the conditions of this fight will allow Ben to perform at his usual level. He believes the physical demands leading into the bout could reduce the intensity and effectiveness that normally define Ben's style. For Oliver, that issue could ultimately work in Garcia's favor.
I'm not writing off a Conor Benn performance, but one thing that really concerns me about Conor Benn going into this fight is not his characteristics and, you know, and his will to win and his punch power, but making 147.
Yeah, it's going to be a
fight. A fighter that's dead at the weight.
4 years.
We saw it in his last fight against
Regis
Prograis, down at 150.
Yeah.
He looked dead at the weight.
Yeah,
the punch power wasn't there.
Over the welterweight.
Yeah, 3 pounds. I know this as a smaller fighter. Making that 3 pounds, losing 3 pounds in fluid is
killer.
Catastrophic. It's so difficult to do, and that will drain him even more. My worry is he can't do 147 anymore.
Looking ahead to the matchup, Gareth A. Davies believes Ben is facing the toughest test of his career. He expects Garcia's class to become increasingly evident as the fight progresses, making the later rounds especially difficult for Ben. For Davies, the pressure could eventually produce a stoppage unless Ben delivers the performance of his career.
But for me, the danger for Conor Benn in this is when that bell rings, he's going to be in a world of trouble. By 5 or 6 rounds, I think he'll find out who he's really in against. I see him being knocked out in 6 or 7 rounds. Surprise me, Conor, and win the fight. But for me, this is the most dangerous fight of his career. Forget the Chris Eubank at middleweight fight. This is the most dangerous fight, and I believe he gets knocked out midway through that fight.
With both camps overflowing with confidence, the only thing left is to see whose predictions hold up under the lights. Who's your pick, Ryan Garcia or Conor Benn? And how do you see the fight ending? Share your prediction in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more boxing coverage.